Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Mindspace. Before anything else, slow your breathing. Let the noise of the day fade away. This moment is only for you. If you enjoy deep, calm, meaningful stories like this, gently like this video, subscribe to English Mindspace and share it with someone who needs quiet strength tonight. Your support helps this space grow. Now listen. My name is Harry. I am 34 years old, and for a long time, I believed something was wrong with me. Not broken, not damaged, just late. Late in life, late in success, late in becoming who I was meant to be. Every morning, I woke up before the alarm, not because I was motivated, but because my mind would not rest. The city outside my window was always awake. Cars moving, lights flashing, people rushing somewhere important. And inside me, there was a quiet question that never stopped whispering. Why do I feel empty when my life looks full? I followed rules very well. I did what was expected. I chose safety over curiosity, comfort over truth. People said I was doing fine, responsible, stable. But at night, when everything became quiet, a strange heaviness sat on my chest. I wasn't unhappy, but I wasn't alive either. I was existing. One evening, something unusual happened. A storm came suddenly. The sky turned dark. The power went out across the city. No lights, no phone, no internet. At first, I felt irritated, then uneasy, and then silence, real silence. In that silence, a thought rose slowly, like a voice from deep water. You keep waiting for the right moment, but life is passing while you wait. My heart started beating faster. That night, sleep did not come easily, but clarity did. The next morning, I made a decision, a small one. I would stop rushing. Instead of taking the bus, I walked. No music, no podcast, no distraction. Each step felt strange at first, like my body was learning something new. I noticed things I had ignored for years. Cracks in walls, plants growing through concrete, an old man feeding birds before sunrise. Life was happening quietly, and I had been too busy to see it. If this moment feels real to you, take 1 second and like this video. It tells the world that quiet stories still matter. At work, something unexpected happened. During a meeting, my manager asked a question. Normally, I stayed silent, afraid of sounding foolish, afraid of being wrong. But that day, my hand lifted before my fear could stop it. My voice was shaky, my words were slow, but I spoke. The room stayed quiet. For a moment, my chest tightened. Then my manager nodded. No praise, no drama. But something inside me unlocked. That evening, I wrote one sentence in my notebook. Fear loses power when I move anyway. Days turned into weeks. I started choosing small discomforts, speaking honestly, asking questions, saying no when I needed rest. Then came failure, a real one. I volunteered for a project I wasn't ready for. I made mistakes. People noticed. On the way home, my mind attacked me. You see, this is why you stay quiet. You're not meant for more. I almost believed it. Almost. But later that night, sitting alone, I asked myself something new. What if this pain is not a warning, but an invitation? That question stayed with me. I began to see how harsh I was with myself. I demanded strength without kindness, growth without patience, success without rest. One night, standing in front of the mirror, I whispered, "You don't have to hate yourself to improve." Tears came, not because I was weak, but because I finally stopped running. One weekend, I went to the sea. The waves were heavy that day, slow, endless. An old woman sat nearby, watching the water. After a long silence, she said, "People think waves are strong because they crash, but their real strength is that they always return." She stood up and walked away. I never saw her again, but her words followed me home. Months passed. Life did not become perfect. Problems did not disappear. But I changed. Quietly, I learned to sit with uncertainty, to listen instead of escape, to rest without guilt. If you are still listening, still here, leave a comment later. Even one word connects us more than you realize. One night, I turned off my phone completely. No scrolling, no noise. At first, my mind raced. Memories, regrets, what ifs. Then slowly, calm. I listened to my breath, my heartbeat, the night, and in that stillness, a realization arrived. I was never behind. I was just becoming in my own time. I started writing messages to myself. Not goals, not plans, truths. You are allowed to grow slowly. You do not need permission to change. You are already enough. Those words became my anchor. Fear still visits me sometimes, but now I don't run. I sit with it. I ask what it wants to protect, and slowly it loosens its grip. If this story feels like it's speaking directly to you, subscribe to English Mindspace. Not loudly, not urgently, gently, so you always have a place to return when the world feels heavy. Tonight, let this truth settle in your mind. You are not late. You are not broken. You are becoming, quietly, deeply, bravely. One breath, one step, one moment at a time. Good night, my friend.